I think it's an uppercut that's actually going to send Charlo back to.
Are we gonna put a wager on this fight?
I mean, what? I'm just making my prediction. What's the problem?
I mean, because
What you think because you throwing a bet up that it's gonna shut me up or something like that?
It's not my
Are you trying to
intentions
shut
not
me
to
up?
shut
Are
you up.
you sound like you trying to shut me up.
I'm just tapping into
You know,
your budget.
a lot of
bro.
dudes,
That's all I wanna
do that shit. They first thing they want to do is, oh, we gonna put some money on this. Oh, you think that's gonna shut me up?
No,
They ain't gonna shut me up.
you
Now
know.
you wanna put a bean on that?
We can.
We put a bean on that fight.
I bet.
All right.
I got Charlo.
Ray, you looking?
You got.
You looking? This is all right. The world is seeing this. All right. Yo, what's good? What's good? We're back once again. The good, the bad, the game.
The game.
We doing our thing. My brother, what's going on? What's happening? This is my brother from another mother, CJ.
Long time no see, my
My
brother.
man. Everybody calls me Steve unless you see me in public. I don't know you. So anyway, we here. We're just gonna talk about a couple of things like we usually do. Just cats, getting together and just talking about whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it like the idols on the Muppets. You remember those two guys that be in the balcony? Yeah. I idolize them guys. So anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and talk about a couple of things and whatnot. And man, I'm in a singing mode, man. You'll never find womp 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 womp
Copyright that.
a hairline like mine. What? Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about a couple of things here on the thing. I'm glad we're getting back into some sports, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, man.
we
Football
actually talked
season
about
is
sports,
upon us.
I mean, current events, man, will take you away from all kinds of stuff, right?
Facts.
Matter of fact, speaking of current events, did you ever see the jump with the one moms? Is kind of like a controversial thing going on right now. The moms.
I've been hearing about this, but I haven't had a chance to look it up yet.
Yo, she
Let me
was
see. Let's see
hugging
what's going on.
her hugging her son.
But in
Type of
like
deal.
a romantic way or some shit.
My mom's ain't never hugged me like that.
Was she groping him or something?
Well, I'm gonna let you check out the
Okay.
check out the video since you didn't see it. I just came across it.
Yeah.
Check this out.
God, yeah, she climbed up on him.
I mean,
Is that a stepmom? She
Ooh.
looks like a MILF right now.
I never thought about that. Stepmoms. You think?
Yeah, that's a passionate
Utah
hug.
mom Amber Wright posted a video of herself sharing a celebratory embrace with her son Brixton after a football game. She never expected it would go viral. One of my best friends recorded the moment where Brix picked me up, and I thought it was so cute. Wright 38tellstoday.com. Wright, a single parent, uploaded the clip to her Instagram later that night on August 18th. At the time, Wright had 1,500 followers. She now has more than 19,000 tuning in for life updates. In the clip, which has been seen more than 9 million times, Wright is shown with her legs wrapped around her 16-year-old Brixton moments after his football team won a home game. I was
Cynical
so proud,
people.
she says. I was a proud mom hugging her kid. I never expected it to turn into something where people are like, "You're sexually abusing him. You're
Gosh.
grooming him. I'm calling Child Protective Services."
I wouldn't go that
she
far.
adds.
Damn.
I wonder how many of his friends are allowed to stay over. My son wouldn't be allowed for sleepovers at their house, one person wrote in the comments. Added another, "I don't think anyone has an issue with your son picking you up, just the fact that it appears you're straddling your son. You're also dressed pretty sexy for a high school football game." Other responses included, "Ew, what? I thought this was his girlfriend." And, "That's his mother." Wright tells Today.com that the backlash has been upsetting for both her and Brixton. "How about you leave my mom alone?" Brixton wrote on Instagram. "She's never abused me, done anything sexual with me or my friends, or groomed me. She's my mom. She's my hero. The vid of us hugging was a hug. Go
Word.
bother someone else and maybe hug your own kids. You all need Jesus."
That is the way you protect your mom. Although me looking at this
First time.
initially,
Okay.
I'm like, she's an attention whore. She just wanted attention. She didn't mean for it to go the way it went, but she jumped on her son because she knew that would raise awareness.
Well, I mean, she's the one that posted it later on, but
Why do you think she posted?
okay, but I mean, first looking at it, I thought like, oh wow, that's his girl, but it came out that that's his actual mom's. I don't know what the straddling was all about, but
Well,
I
look,
wouldn't.
look,
I
look.
wouldn't go as far as to say like, "Yo, he's being abused and all this other kind of shit."
Let me be petty Eddie here for a minute. Now, I know he done cued off of it in a minute, but I want you to cue back to that because I want to tell you something. When she straddled him, she straddled his stomach, so it was all about the attention. When they're doing it and it's something that's really nasty, you straddle the groin area. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, petty Eddie.
So you're.
Yeah, see, she's not. That's her son. That's her son.
Okay.
She's straddling his navel.
Yeah, he got his doctrine in straddling.
You know, it's just common sense. Because if it was me, and she was straddling me, and we supposed to have a thing like y'all accusing her of, put that thing on a man.
Oh, so you want to holding you around the neck and whatnot, and you trying to do that.
Put
thing,
it on the man.
You trying to do that bad boy thing?
No, I'm just
hopping
saying,
around the room.
If I'm being accused of being a bad boy, doing something nasty or whatever, put it on the man. That's what it's going to look like, because that's when it looks nasty. That doesn't look nasty at all. That looks like a woman who just wanted to generate some attention for herself and maybe her son too.
Honestly, her legs are not behind him and whatnot, but
look how there's a good 6-inch distance between her butt and his middle section. No homo.
We're kind of looking.
I'm just saying, you got to understand the mindset of people these days.
You can't say no homo no more. You got to say pause.
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 That's right. No, you can't say that. Take that no homo out of there. You got X that. You got to cut that, right? Pause. If you need it again and you need to go ahead and splice it in, pause.
So basically what you're saying is it was premeditated. She knew
on her part, not his part, her part.
Okay, but she knew that she was going to get some kind of attention behind posting this because she did the little straddle thing with her son.
Facts. I believe so.
Okay. And so it got there to where it was at. She just didn't think it was going to be a negative type of reaction.
Facts.
Okay.
She thought she was doing. She got the attention. She just didn't get the attention she expected.
I'm just saying, my moms wouldn't have did that.
No, mine either.
Yeah, I don't think I know anybody that moms would have did that.
She, like I said, is an ulterior motive behind it.
Did she even explain why she did that? I don't know.
She's not going to say the real reason.
I straddled my son because
I wanted attention. I wanted the whole world to see me.
Straddle my
and I'm admitting it.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I looked at that and I said, man, she was happy over the win, I guess. I haven't seen anybody hurt somebody like that. Even on the championship.
I can get Petty Eddie even more. Look where he's at. Look at her foot. That foot could have turned in and really caused some problems.
Now he's trying to damage the young man.
You see what I'm saying?
They're
trying to make it seem like that's what it is. So I'm going with him on that. And I'm saying this woman was not thinking sexual at all. She was thinking attention.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that because I really don't have no explanation as to why a person would do something like that. Only she could explain it in her own words. What does that say right there? One of my best friends recorded the moment. I have my glasses on.
Where Bricks picked me up, and I thought it was so cute. Right, 38 tells. That's a cool name, Bricks with an X. Bricks.
Okay.
Speaking of bricks, we could deviate, right? Brazil, Russia, China. Let me stop.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if it actually was him picking her up or her pretty much jumping on him.
She jumped in his arms.
Yeah.
She jumped in his arms because her actions
and she
were
made
premeditated.
sure that you can't put her down. You know what I'm saying? Because her feet ain't there.
She clamped them.
Yeah, she clamped
She's no stranger to the position. Let's call it what it is.
Well, I mean, we're assuming here.
I mean, somebody's probably straddled. She straddled somebody like that with the other intentions before. You can tell. She just knew. Think about it. The displacement was so perfect. She said, "This is my son. I can't make it look like I'm straddling him like I did."
See, now when she did that, he
week.
was ready. He couldn't put it down until she was ready to be put down. So she had to put her legs down in order for him to. You ain't gonna let your moms fall on ground, you know.
Oh, that's just common courtesy right there. He's
Yeah.
holding his mom as long as she wants to be
All
held.
she wants to be held. At some point, I wonder if he was like, "Yo, what's up? What's going on with
You
Mom?
know,
Where you at? Where you at? Who you here with anyway, moms?"
Yeah, no, she would have jumped on him and then grind.
Yeah,
or something.
you know,
It'd be different.
she jumped
Look
on
at how
him.
high she is. That's an experienced woman. If it was her husband, she'd have been lower, or her boyfriend, or a sex toy, or whatever.
Okay. But she made it seem like he did it. It was actually her.
It was all her.
Yeah.
You know, there's no.
She
there's
talked
no
about he
debating.
lifted me. No, you jumped up there and
Yeah,
whatnot.
you
you
jumped
know.
and you jumped high because you didn't want the reaction that you got.
Okay, well. All right, I don't know really what to say on that particular one.
It's fun to talk about, man. We need more stuff like that. 'Cause
Well,
I
it
like
kinda
to
threw me
see
off a little.
controversial things and
Yeah.
then make it into something that it's not.
My first thing was, well, okay, I don't see much moms doing that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's always a first for everything, I guess.
Oh, look at what we have here. Hey, by the way, people,
Ah, fuck.
I am a Dallas Cowboy fan that happens to be from New York, and Steve is a New York Giants fan that also happens to be from New York. And a couple of weeks ago, Giants played the Cowboys. We want to let you see. We're just going to show this one snippet that tells you how the whole game went. Cue it up for us, Ray. Thanks.
Crushed rubber that they lay at the bottom of these field turf surfaces. Graham Gano, the veteran, 36 years old. Great breakthrough by Thomas, who blocked it.
Feels like I watched it for the first time.
Has it for Dallas. Noah Igbenogany stays in bounds, and the Cowboys special teams gets the first score of the year.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, anyway, that's enough, Lay. We ready. We don't want to leave them bleeding. We need them for the rest of the podcast.
Jump in between.
Oh yeah. Let the slow motion.
And that was an easy block. And can
Look
you
at my
believe
man.
it? After it started so picture
Wow.
perfectly.
Yeah, showed up on the injury report on.
Yeah. So let's, for those who don't know, Cowboys smashed the Giants that day. I mean, thrashed them, depending on what ash you want to use, 40-0. And because that's his team, I felt bad for him, but on the other hand, wouldn't have had it any other way. But the Giants, now we fast forward, and the Giants played last night. They played against San Francisco, our nemesis. Played them tough a little
I'm
bit
trying to
in the
find out
first
why we
half.
talking about the Giants all of a sudden, you know, that you going from game 1, game 2. You didn't even go to game 2. That
think
you
we
just gonna go
should've
straight to game 3.
Oh, yeah,
and now you
yeah.
want, you know, I'm just, you know, for a Dallas fan, why you talk about my Giants? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Let me give you a moment. Y'all made history in game 2, didn't you?
I just want to know what's the
That was
fixation
like
with
the
my
biggest
Giants.
comeback in Giant history.
But
in
what's
game
the
2,
what's the
right?
fixation?
Yeah, we're
about
not
my-
gonna show that, Ray.
Why you why you talking about my Giants and you a Dallas fan?
Hey man, because
Now you want to get on last night's game, which by the way, people, my Giants took another L. I can't wait for my man Vic to go ahead. Matter of fact, he should have had something out today on Facebook. I got to repost that. Probably laying into the Giants' ass and whatnot. Probably seeing, you know, they tried. You know, I'm a New York. I don't wish no ill will on none of my New York teams, but I have my preferences. I have my favorites, and that's my Yankees, my Giants, my Knicks. All right, even though I'm from Brooklyn and whatnot, I've been a Knicks fan for so long. I just can't see me switching up now, even though the Nets are there. My thing is that a New York team do something, I'm happy for them, you know, but I have my preferences and I got my favorites. So they look like some trash on the first. I can do this
Took
because
you
it's my
long
team.
enough to get
They
there.
look like some trash in that first game against Dallas. It just happened to be against Dallas and whatnot. You know, I know some pretty cool Dallas people or Dallas fans, you know.
He's about to make a Redskin statement. Watch
No,
this.
no, I know some. I know some.
Tremendous
No, I
statement.
know some pretty good. No, because I had some Cucaracha fans that was actually getting on me about that game, and I was like, "Yo, we didn't even play y'all, so why you even speaking to me?" But anyway, I mean, I know some Dallas fans that are pretty cool, man. You know, but they got a right to brag. They got a right to brag about that game because I mean they torched our ass.
But you know
The very
me.
first
So, yeah, I
game.
hope that in that statement, that's what you was.
Excuse me.
You know me. You say you know some cool Dallas fans.
Yeah, but you like blood and whatnot, you know. So
It's gonna leave me hanging.
what am I shaking your hand for? what I got to shake your hand for?
I
What?
don't know, man. You know, just some
You what?
Stockholm syndrome. You just shaking the winner's hand. You know, something just
We didn't-
congratulating the
We
winner.
didn't bet. We didn't bet. But either way you look at it, just from the first game, I mean, it looked a little dismal because, damn, it's like they didn't even come to play, bro. We could talk about my Giants, man. That's still my team. Always gonna be my team. I wouldn't have gave Daniel Jones all that money, and I think that Thibodeau is a bust. That's right. You heard it right here. You heard it right here. I think he's a bust. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there are times when he just doesn't show up for a whole game. I noticed that last year. You know, he got spots where he tackled a couple of people
That's a true Giants fan because he's talking about one player on the Giants that looked like trash, and indeed he did because I didn't even notice how much he looked like trash until he pointed him out.
I don't know. I don't know if I should thank you on that one. So, but I look at my team like, hey, yo, on paper, I'd be like, hey, man, maybe I might be able to do a little something. But I mean, to not come to play at all, I was like, and the front line, I'm like, don't get me wrong, Daniel Jones was running for his life, and I'm strictly talking about the Dallas game, running for his life as if he did not have any line. And you know how, remember back in the day, you used to go like on street ball, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then catches coming. Mm-hmm. These dudes was like, before the count even started, they was in the backfield. And I was like, okay, you got the dude running. But I just disagree with coaches where you made no adjustments. You made no adjustments knowing that line was coming like that. You made like, hey, can we get some over the line? Can we get some short routes? You know, can we have him reverse his order instead of looking for the long play and then checking down? Can we have him look and check down first, and then if he got time to open up, man? Anyway, my team looked like trash and whatnot, and I think it's going to be a very long fucking season.
Well, on a higher note, I want to speak benevolently on the part of the Giants. They did look really good last week when they were down by something like 20-something points, and they came back, biggest comeback in their history, and beat the Cardinals. Although it was the Cardinals, I'm not taking the shot. I'm not taking the shot. It still was
the Cardinals.
These were pros, and it was a remarkable comeback. And to debunk what you just said about it's going to be a long season, it is going to be a long season, and they're only 1-2. So there's still a chance for them to make some noise, and I'm not counting them out. I'm not counting them in either, but you know.
Hold up. I'm not counting them out, but I'm not counting them in.
They didn't look too bad. I think if Saquon comes back and they structure their offensive calls a little better, they might be okay because they do have Daniel Jones running for his life and not looking like he's worthy of that big contract he got.
So and this the wild part. Because of that line, right? And don't get me wrong, we got injuries and whatnot, so we got guys on the line that wouldn't normally be there. But my thing is that you got Daniel Jones running for his life, and even if Saquon was in there, he can't run, period.
And when he do
because
run,
it ain't no hole for him to run through.
and when he do run, or when they throw him the ball, somebody hit him and he throw it to the other team. He did that twice this year. I've never seen Saquon like that. He's like, catch, hit.
Hold on. Are
You take it.
are you insinuating that the are you insinuating that the that he's upset about his contract? Or
No, I'm insinuating that he didn't want the ball. Them 2 times he handed it to the other team for like what looked like a handed off pick 6 each time.
Trying to say he just tossed it up for
It's like, yeah, you take this. I don't want this shit.
Ah.
Oh, we gotta ignore that.
Uh-oh, we got incoming call. We're not even live yet.
Well, this is my daughter calling from college, and I'm gonna tell her she can't call now.
You know what?
We'll blank that out.
Okay.
Maya, I'm on the podcast. Yeah, look at her face. Look at her face. That's priceless. Look at her face. I'll call you back. Bye.
You know, the same thing happens when we're in the office. And we're having a meeting. Especially my meeting. He turns around and the next thing you know, his phone is ringing. I'll be like, okay. But
when you got a lot of girls,
anyway,
daughters.
Anyway, I beg to differ. I think it's gonna be a long season. I'm gonna have to hear a bunch of shit from a bunch of, especially them people that think that just because they got a new refrigerator in the stadium, they go into the Super Bowl. Fans like that, you know what I'm saying? I even got New Orleans guys talking to me. You know that.
Yeah, they doing you like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Man. No respect.
Yeah. Anyway, I say we move on.
Yeah, let's move on, man. What you want to talk about next? Some boxing or what?
Well, you know,
What you want?
I do love some boxing. You know, Canelo is getting ready to.
Why Canelo?
What do you mean? Why?
Canelo's about to do something? What about the dude
Well,
he's about to do something with?
If you let me finish, I was gonna say, looks like Canelo actually has a fight coming up with Jermell Charlo, who happens to be the smaller of the twins.
Well, Petty Eddie again. Why couldn't it
What
be
is it,
Charlo
Petty?
got a fight coming up with the smaller Canelo, who's in a heavier weight class?
Okay, well, fuck it. The two of these guys got fights coming up against each other.
Yeah, I'm saying
How's
that
that?
because Charlo's getting a lot of disrespect.
How
People
is-
are talking like Canelo was a world beater. The last time I really concentrated on Canelo, Bivol beat the shit out of him.
Yo, hold up. Let's not talk like he a slouch, yo. All right,
Okay,
because
he's
that's
a
what.
little better
No,
than a
you know,
slouch. He's not a
no. We gonna put an end to this shit right here, right now. All right. Let me tell you something. I am not one of them dudes that when I'm talking about, I'm giving my honest opinion. I think that this person is gonna win this fight. That doesn't mean that the other dude is trash. Unlike my brother over here, if he's talking about somebody else, that means the other guy is trash. That's how he does it. Like if I'm talking about Jordan, you trying to say LeBron is trash? No, I never said that. I never said that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I just think that
that's
Jordan's
not
better.
a good analogy because I think Jordan's better too.
Well, I'm saying
You gotta find another one.
Yeah, but in
You-
your mind,
you depicting me wrong.
No.
People out
In
there
your
think I like
no,
LeBron over Jordan.
No, in your mind, you think
I'm
LeBron
offended.
is trash, though, right? Do you or do you not think that LeBron is trash?
Only when the game
See?
was on the
See
line
what I'm
and
saying?
there was some trash.
You see what I'm saying? Why can't he just be? Why can't he just be great also? But
He's
just
great.
not better than
LeBron is great, and he's great in so many ways. So
just not
I have
better than
utmost
Jordan.
respect for him.
Just not better than Jordan. That's all.
Not on the court, he's not better than Jordan.
Oh yeah, not on the court. I ain't talking about off the court.
Yeah.
Because Jordan was a greedy motherfucker. Well, I don't know. Can I say
Jordan
that right?
Jordan could have never rocked those little knockers and a suit jacket like LeBron because Jordan was cooler than that.
We talking fashion.
fashion now.
Pause.
But I'm just
Either way you look at
stating
it,
the obvious.
I digress. Either way you look at it, these two guys got a fight coming up, Canelo and Jermell Charlo. Now, my brother here thinks that Jermell is just gonna mop the floor
Not
with
exactly.
Canelo,
I mean, it's gonna
and
be
he
a
just
fight.
gonna go in there with his unbelievable strength and power, and he's gonna just beat the shit out of Canelo. And I'm sitting there like,
That's what amateurish people say.
I beg to differ.
I'm bigger than that.
I beg to differ.
I know it's going to be a good fight, but all of these people, the reason you twisted that up to make it seem like I sound so one-sided and harsh.
You are. You don't even like
is
Canelo.
because that's the way y'all was saying it about Canelo beating him.
I could have sworn you said I
Look
can't
at him.
stand Canelo.
I mean, that's apples and oranges. Though. I can't stand Canelo.
Okay,
but
so you're slanted. You know you're slanting when you're talking about.
I
him.
mean, don't get me wrong. I'm biased, but I also have watched both of them fight well. I've watched a lot of information on both of them, and based on what I've seen, that size difference that you're talking about is not really a size difference because I believe that Charlo is a naturally bigger guy, and Canelo is more suspect when he comes across talented fighters.
And then hold up, but they're fighting at what are they fighting at? 168?
167 or 168. Yeah, 168.
167?
Oh, 167.
Okay. They fighting at 167, right? And let me see. Jermell is the
He's a natural middleweight
he's
champion.
undisputed 154 pounder, right?
Yeah.
Undisputed 154 pounder, right? Never fought at 167, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is his first fight at 167, where Canelo has.
What's his
fought.
walking around weight? 180. What's Canelo's walking around weight? 160 something. So I'd rather get hit by a 160 something pounder than a 180 pounder because that 160 something pounder ain't going to usually hit as hard as someone much bigger.
So let me ask you something. If you get hit with something that you can't see, let's just say, I'm just saying.
Now we know.
I'm just saying
who's so one-sided.
Oh,
in this
Lord,
talk.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a
What can
question.
Canelo throw that nobody can see?
I don't know. Maybe he might hit you in the ribs. I don't know. Maybe he might catch you off to the side with a left hook or something like that. Knock it right off your dome piece. I don't know. Maybe something like that.
You don't even like Canelo like that. You know that's not possible.
It's not a matter of me liking Canelo. I'm just going off of
just an antagonist.
I'm going off I'm going off of experience, and I'm going off of the weight class that he has fought in this weight class before. Jermell is going up 2 weight classes, man. I mean, how many guys
There's
you know?
something to be said for that. You're right.
How many guys have gone up 2 weight classes and actually did something? I've seen guys go up 1 weight class, dominate, or do what they do, and then go up another weight class, Roy Jones, and then go up another weight class. You know what I'm saying?
Let me try to preface that. Charlo is a shade under 6 feet. They give him 5'11", but he's probably 6 feet, right? Mm-hmm. So normally a 6-foot frame can carry much more weight.
Okay, yeah.
Hence his walk around weight is 180. 6 foot 180, 5'11", 180, whatever one you. That's almost the size of an NFL running back. Well, I mean, 20 pounds short or something like that.
Okay. So
he's a naturally bigger guy, even though he fought in lower weight classes.
Well, what I'm saying is, okay, he if he is bigger, is he going to be as fast? Is he going to be able to perform?
You don't necessarily have to be super fast for Canelo.
Is he going to perform?
He's going to be there.
Is he going to be able to perform as good as he did at 154?
Those are questions that we won't be able to answer until we see it. You're right. You're right.
Let me ask, do you think it's a mental thing sometimes when, like say for instance, if there's a long race and you think about the long race and you're thinking about the finish, and then doubt creeps in, you're like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this race. But if you just have that mentality that I'm just going to take it one step at a time and I'm just going to keep on going, I'm going to keep on going, and before you know it,
you win.
You're at the end of the race. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you win.
Successful.
And you win.
Or whatever. And
So
you
you
win.
described 2 distinct personalities.
I'm
A
asking.
winner and a loser.
Okay.
Because if doubt raises at that point in the fight,
So who you think has more confidence in this fight? And I mean, we're just going off of
truthfully,
what we know. Who you think has more confidence in this fight?
okay, I think Charlo has more confidence because he, like everybody else, thinks that
Think he got doubt.
Everybody's thinking that
think
this
he got
is an
doubt.
easy win for Canelo. But
No.
it's nothing like that. Charlo is a dog.
I'm not saying that the dude is not a dog. I like the Charlo twins. I like both of them. I'm just looking at this particular fight, and even he can admit in his interviews that this is not going to be a walk in the park for him.
I agree
He
with that.
he understands that. He also knows that's doubt number one. He also knows that he's going up 2 weight classes. That's doubt number 2.
That's only a
These are
doubt
things-
if you feel that way.
These are things. Hold up, but these are things that you have to be aware of that creep in your mind
Well, listen,
while you doing.
listen
While you trying to
this.
prepare for this fight.
Listen to this. Like you're 6'2", 6 something, and I'm
Who, me?
5'11" on a good day.
I'm
5'10".
6'1".
All right, let's
You're 5 what?
Nah,
I'm surprised he didn't say half because he always begging for that half and shit.
Look,
You're 5'10" and a
you
half.
already know you're gonna have a severe reach advantage over me. You know that walking into the fight.
Right. So that means I got to keep you out. I got to keep you out there, right?
So when you look at this fight, people are saying because of the history in boxing that the bigger guy is always going to be stronger, but there's no natural bigness here. It's not big enough of a difference to make a difference. Meaning Canelo has fought at the 160s before, but Canelo walking around weight is just barely above the 160 area. His walking around weight is 180. In his mind, he doesn't look at Canelo as a bigger fighter, a bigger puncher. He's looking at him as like somebody I would beat up in the streets.
But that's not the case. What I'm saying is that if Jermell walk around 180, right? That's what you're saying, right? He walk around 180. He's gonna get down to 168, right? Or 167. Canelo's walk around is what? 170?
160, yeah.
170.
So he ain't losing no weight.
And he's fought several fights at 167, 168.
And he got his ass kicked.
I thought he
When
won
he
those.
fought somebody good.
One time.
Bivol.
One time.
Bivol beat the shit out of him. He's more skillful than Bivol. Charlo is more skillful than Bivol.
Okay. All right.
That's what you're not taking in consideration.
That he's more skilled. Canelo has beat guys that are more skillful than Bivol. Also,
Like name one.
let me go through the.
He
Let me go through the ranks here.
he hasn't beaten many really, really good fighters. I mean, you know what?
At 160.
You don't even have to go through it because he
167.
has had a couple of good fights where he
He
beat
has.
somebody like
He
I
has
think
at lighter weight classes.
Yeah, lighter weight classes.
Right.
Danny
What, Garcia?
Garcia
Okay.
and some other people like that.
Golovkin?
And he beat, but you know those fights could have went either way. They gypped Triple G a couple of times.
Okay.
And then 2, if he fights
Caleb
If
Plant.
he fights Charlo the way he fought,
Caleb Plant.
Caleb couldn't even get in the ring with Charlo to me. But if he fights
Hey, who did
like
he smack
fought
up?
Triple G, if he fights
smacked
like he
his
fought
brother.
Triple G, fights Charlo like he fought Triple G, he will get massacred because Charlo will light him up.
Let me ask you something. Your prediction on this fight.
I think it's knockout Charlo.
When?
Late rounds, 10, 11 rounds.
I honestly think that it's going to be a knockout Canelo. And I think it'll probably be around I don't think it'll go any further than 8. I don't think it'll go any further than 8 rounds.
You obviously haven't really paid attention to Charlo.
See, why is it that I haven't paid attention to Charlo? Because
Charlo
I'm
has
predicting
never been down like that before, man. How Canelo gonna do that? And he ain't even the strongest fighter. I don't even think Canelo could beat
Has
Harrison.
Jermell got rocked before? Because I've seen him get rocked. I've seen him get rocked several times.
He's got hurt.
Okay, I've seen him get rocked several times.
There's not a boxer around that doesn't get hurt. Look. Think about Terrence Crawford. Crawford looked like the most unbeatable mugs that's out there right now, and I seen him get hurt. So it happens.
You seen?
I seen somebody that was off the cuff. It wasn't Sean. It was some fighter he ended up knocking out later, but he had him hurt, had him reeling.
So let me
shot,
ask you this: in the later rounds, we've watched both of these guys fight before, right? Several fights. In the later round, Charlo doesn't look stronger.
He does. He gets stronger
in the later rounds. Jermell, I've seen his brother Jermell look stronger in the later rounds.
Jermell has never took. I don't think he's taken as much punishment as Jermell. Why does that say Jermell? He's fighting Jermell.
He's fighting Jermell, bro.
Jermell hasn't taken as much punishment as Jermell. Jermell been in some dog fights.
I wonder why.
Because he fights with an ego. I ain't gonna lie. He'll go in there and like a Vander in a way. You hit him, then he wants to impose his will. He gets angry. He's emotional. That type of thing.
I honestly think that I know a lot of people are picking Jermell because of strength.
That fries that weight class thing.
You picking him because of strength, right? I'm thinking that Canelo's gonna be able to do it off of experience alone because he's gonna get those punches in there.
If he wins this fight, it will definitely be on experience.
I don't think it'll be.
It will go to distance. It will go to distance if Canelo wins because I don't think Canelo can knock him out. I just don't think Canelo can knock a Charlo out. It's just not possible.
So why do you think?
Charlo's too good a fighter.
Wait. Earlier you said it's gonna be a knockout.
Yeah, I think Charlo can knock out Canelo.
Right. So you're saying it's gonna be a knockout, but you're saying if it goes the distance.
If Canelo wins, it will go the distance. It will be on points.
It'll be on points because
he outboxed.
Because Jermell couldn't.
Because he outboxed.
Right. Because of his experience. Right.
Experience.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
I agree with you 100% on that. If that's the case.
Okay. Yeah, I'm saying 8th round. That's just me.
I just can't see it.
Okay.
Can't see it. Look at him. He don't even look like somebody that wants to fight.
Jermell, Iron Man, Charlo versus Saul.
Look at how much bigger than him he is.
Huh?
Look at how much bigger he is than him.
The fight between Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alvarez is heading closer. Charlo, who is coming in as the underdog for this bout, has a stern warning for Canelo. This is what he had to say.
Canelo will see that I packed a good punching power. I got good lateral movement, good abilities to move around the ring, and I'm a general just like he is.
It doesn't look like Charlo is scared of facing Canelo in the ring. He's calm and composed and is ready for the big fight. But how did Canelo respond?
My position, like, fuck everybody. I'm gonna go there and be with my friend. Right?
Canelo seems unfazed by Charlo's comments. But does Charlo really stand a chance against Canelo? And how can he beat someone as experienced as Canelo Alvarez? Stick around to find out. A battle of undisputed champions is set for September 30th when Saul Canelo Alvarez puts his 4 super middleweight championships on the line against undisputed junior middleweight champion Jermell Charlo.
That's another question
This is set to be one of the high-profile fights of the year, considering the incredible talent that both fighters possess.
How did this
is
cat
a
be
fight
losing
between 2 of boxing's best and most dominant champions, and it will be an absolute spectacle to behold. The build-up to this fight has been filled with anticipation, as both men have expressed their excitement to face one another in the ring. Jermell Charlo, known for his fierce demeanor inside and outside the ring, recently sent a chilling warning to Alvarez, signaling his intent and confidence ahead of their clash. Charlo's recent statements are a direct challenge to Canelo's legacy, by stating, Canelo thinks he's faced the best, but he hasn't faced me yet. Charlo is not just questioning the quality of Canelo's past opponents, but also positioning himself as the ultimate test for the Mexican superstar. Now, all boxers like to get pumped up before a crucial fight, but Charlo is eager to prove a point. His statement, come September 30th, he'll know what real power feels like, is a clear signal that Charlo believes he has the punching power to not just compete with, but also potentially knock out Canelo. This is a bold claim considering Canelo's proven durability and ring intelligence.
Listen, man, I love Canelo, but I just can't go against Charlo. Like I said, we ain't got the best relationship in the world, but I'm not going against my
Canelo Alvarez, on the other hand, is a seasoned fighter who has faced a litany of champions. He responded with a mix of respect and warning. Canelo seems to acknowledge Charlo's skills, but also subtly belittles him by saying, Charlo will be no different. It's clear that Canelo is unfazed by Charlo's comments, and he views Charlo as just another name on his long list of vanquished opponents. Canelo's refusal to make any brash statements about Charlo also adds an element of mystery, hinting that Canelo may have some tricks up his sleeve for the upcoming fight. Canelo is someone who has been in the game for years, and he doesn't feel the need to respond to Charlo's warnings. He also believes in actions, and he surely won't disappoint his fans. Now, one of the significant talking points leading up to any major boxing bout is the physical attributes of the fighters. Charlo, who stands at around 6 feet tall, has a noticeable height advantage over Canelo, who is approximately 5 feet 9 inches. This height difference translates to a reach advantage for Charlo, which, if used effectively, can be a game changer in the fight. A longer reach allows a boxer to keep his opponent at bay, control the distance, and land jabs and power punches from a range where the opponent might struggle to counter.
I give Charlo a good chance. Charlo's very, very talented fighter. Very talented. And especially when you get opportunities like this, is probably what you need, that spark to.
While Charlo's height and reach advantage are undeniable, Canelo Alvarez has a history of facing and defeating taller opponents. His exceptional head movement, combined with his ability to close the distance quickly, allows him to neutralize the reach advantage of his adversaries. Moreover, Canelo's body shots, which are among the best in the business, can be particularly effective against taller fighters. Given the physical differences and the skills both fighters bring to the table, Charlo's warning to Canelo can be seen as a psychological tactic to assert dominance before the fight. By emphasizing his physical advantages and hinting at the real power Canelo will face, Charlo aims to plant a seed of doubt in Canelo's mind. But what do the experts have to say about the upcoming fight?
Okay. Let me ask you this. Knockout. Let's go ahead and let's get that going real quick. All right. What punch gonna do it for Charlo?
Probably a straight right hand after a series of bunch of punches, accumulated punches over the
Combination. Headshots?
Yeah, headshots. Now Canelo is a great body puncher. We all know that, but Charlo is a rock. He's gonna take it.
I'm gonna tell you, and this is my prediction right here. But what the fuck do I know? I'm gonna say it like this: it's gonna be a combo body punch, and I think it's an uppercut that's gonna send him back to the ropes. I think it's an uppercut that's actually gonna send Charlo back to the ropes.
Are we gonna put a wager on this fight?
I mean, what? I'm just making my prediction. What's the problem?
I mean, because
what you think because you throwing a bet up that it's gonna shut me up or something like that? Are you trying to shut me up? You sound like you trying to shut me up.
I'm just tapping into your budget.
A lot of dudes do that shit. They first thing they want to do is, we gonna put some money on this. You think that's gonna shut me up? They ain't gonna shut me up. What you saying? Hold on, what you saying? When's the fight anyway? The end of the month, right?
Next week.
Yeah. What you saying?
I'm just saying, you put a little bean on it, just a nice little soft bet that won't even affect you too much.
How you know? You ain't in my pockets. How you know?
I'm trying to get there though.
I got people to feed. What you trying to say?
That's why I'm leery about getting in your pockets, because I don't want nobody to starve a little bit.
I mean, they'll show up at your door if I lose. They'll show up with their little Men in Black suits.
My daddy said you gotta feed us.
They ain't that damn young.
Okay.
I mean, unless you
Isaiah. Hey, yo, man, my father said, we don't have no food in the house,
Only
man.
say, my father said when he made that bet, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what he was thinking, but either way you look at it, we need that bean back.
Yeah, we gonna need some food or something, bro.
Now you wanna put a bean on that?
We can.
We put a bean on that fight.
I bet.
All right.
I got Charlo.
Ray, you looking?
You got
looking. This is all right. The world is seeing this. All right. That me and my brother got a
Charlo.
Hey, don't have Joyce. You know.
Wait, what's a bean to you?
100.
Okay, just making sure we eating from the same can.
Damn. What do you think? I ain't his age.
Okay.
$100,000. You know. Oh, you thought I was gonna boost it up? Shoot. Yeah. So we go. Yeah, but hey, I don't. You know, because I know baby girl in college now. Ain't trying to take nothing.
You just gonna add some money to her little food program.
Okay. All right. Saying no one nobody coming up. You know, pulling up on me at the red light.
Hell, she got more money than all of us anyway. We need to go I might pay you out of her fund.
Shoot. But yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be a body blow setup and then an uppercut. I think an uppercut is gonna send him back. And once Canelo sees that, he's gonna get a little ferocious, and then he's gonna go ahead and finish it off.
I tell you what Charlo does that may make it interesting. I'll tell you this can go either way.
Okay.
Charlo will force you to engage. So what happens is he'll punch, and he knows Canelo is a counterpuncher, so he'll start a fight. And if he gets Canelo to fighting, I think Charlo is a better exchanger than him, although Canelo is a better counterpuncher. So his whole goal is going to be to engage. I watched him fight dude like Pitbull. It wasn't Pitbull. It was another Italian guy that fought like Pitbull. And he's just perpetual. Just throwing blows all the time. He was beating his ass for a large part of the fight. But as the fight went on, contrary to how you think he goes, he settled down. And he couldn't. He beat the relentlessness out this dude, and then eventually knocked him out. So the reason I think that this fight will go later, because it's going to be a test of wills. Okay. If he can make his counter punching last till late in the fight and keep Charlo off of him, or if Charlo can withstand the counter punching and keep Canelo off of him, will dictate how far they go in the fight. Because toward the end of the fight, it's going to be on who's trained the best and who's more committed to their style. And I just feel that Charlo's style never changes, and that could be a gift and a curse with certain people, like it was a curse for Errol Spence against Terrence Crawford. But it could be a gift because Canelo isn't Terrence Crawford.
Rematch clause? Is there one in this fight?
I don't think they're going to want to fight each other after this.
Well, I mean, Canelo's putting up his belts.
I think the only reason that Errol Spence is fighting Crawford again is because by popular demand. Because he don't want that smoke no more. He literally got his ass whipped.
Yeah. But I'm talking about this fight. Yeah. Is there a rematch clause in there? Because
in his contract, which Charlo predicted Alvarez will exercise if he upsets the fully unified super.
Okay. So there is a rematch clause.
Yeah.
But all right.
You beat a man good enough, he ain't going
to. Right. Well, it should be. I mean, after all, he giving up 4 belts and whatnot just for you to, if you win, to be able to take him.
Yeah. Give him a chance to get his belts back.
Yeah.
Well,
so
you know the mob don't work like that.
Okay, well,
you fucking lost, you lost. But if we won, you're gonna play.
Look at here, bro. Don't even try, because there's always ways to make more money. Yeah. That's what it's all about. All right. Sometimes in boxing, I hate to say it, you can always predict who's gonna win, because you got to figure out who's gonna make more money off of the guy.
How many fights does it take? How many fights can we milk this for? Like you remember back in the day with Aaron Pryor and Alexis Arguello.
And I ain't talking about just fighting the other person. I'm talking about you can almost tell sometimes when we was watching boxing, this new guy, he up and coming and whatnot, and then he get with an experienced dude, and this experienced dude is putting it on his ass and whatnot, but yet they like, I got money invested in this young kid and he's undefeated. I got to make sure that shit stay undefeated. Yeah. All of a sudden, the refs come out with a win for that cat, even though he got his ass whooped. And you be like, what the hell? That's because there's more money to be made. Sorry.
How many times have we seen that happen?
No, we've seen that happen quite a bit in boxing. You know, but we're gonna see this if there's a rematch clause in there, which probably more than likely it will be.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. I'm still going off of my prediction.
Yeah, I'm a biased dude, and I have no idea where you come up with this stuff. But
that was a shot. That was a shot at me just now.
Canelo just doesn't have a chance, man.
I don't understand.
I was so surprised to see that Canelo took that fight because Jermell Charlo is as close to a David Benavidez as David Benavidez. I mean, granted, David Benavidez isn't going to walk in a fight with Canelo and fight him like he do every people and just throw perpetual punches. But Charlo is a perpetual puncher. And he will hit Canelo more than he's used to getting hit. And therefore, why he doesn't want to fight David Benavidez, but he will fight Charlo, I don't understand it. Because Charlo hits just as hard as David Benavidez is not, if not harder.
Evidently not.
If not harder.
Evidently not.
Yes, he did.
Now,
he's trying to say it's a heritage thing why he don't want to fight Benavidez.
Hold up. So if you telling, so what you saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, you telling me that if Jermell beat Canelo, Benavidez is next on the list?
No, I'm not saying that, but that would be nice. That would really be nice.
Oh, and who you picking in that fight?
That's a toss-up.
Oh, it's a toss-up now. Okay.
Benavidez can fight.
I got Benavidez on that.
But Benavidez can box too.
Yeah.
He showed that in the Caleb Plant fight.
That's a tough dude right there.
But he bullies most of the people. You saw him beating them up and he looked like he's bullying somebody that's a lesser opponent.
Yeah, but I've seen him toy with opponents, man, where he'll go in ahead and watch. Yeah, lesser opponents, of course he's gonna toy with them because he know he's more superior.
I just will say this. His resume isn't good enough. That was me. His resume isn't good enough that was me messing with the keys. But his resume isn't good enough to like David Benavidez beats the hell out of lesser opponents. But when he fights somebody that's almost of equal stature, he has to fight a disciplined fight because he's avoiding getting shots. We don't know if he can really take a shot yet because he never gets hit. He fights behind his hands. But Caleb Plant showed him that with counterpunching, he can't do that all-out step forward style that he does. Mm-hmm. And if he fights somebody like Charlo,
he adjusted.
Yeah, he fights somebody like a Charlo who punches perpetually, just like him, but not maybe as frequent. It'll make it much more. It stopped. Well, we'll just have to go with what we got.
All right.
That's supposed to be 12 hours, man.
Okay.
I bought it for that.
Well, I'll tell you what.
We'll come back. We'll be back after a station break.
Yeah, because you're clearly talking out your mind, and I need to get him reset.
That's a cell phone.
I need to get him reset back again.
You got to reset me?
Yeah. I got to reset you.
Or something?
Got to reset you. He'll be talking different when we get back.
All right, Ray.
All right, okay. All right, my bad. Hey guys, well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see what happens after this fight coming up. As you can tell, me and my brother got a bean on this bad boy, and we're gonna see who's right. We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. You know, he's got his pick, I've got my pick, and we're gonna see what go down.
Yeah,
best of luck to you.
I'm pretty sure that it's gonna go my way. I'll probably even buy him a drink or something once it's over. with the money that he gives me.
Oh,
You know, it's just the way we do things. You know? You could pay me half now and call it off if you want.
Yeah, see, that's something that he would do. Me, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my money and whatnot, and when we at the bar, I'd be like, yo, and his ass gonna pay for it. I'm not even gonna use any of your money to pay for your
You
drink.
do me like Eddie Murphy, like the Italian guy did Eddie Murphy.
I'll be like, hey, yo, give me them juju bees.
Get my candy.
That's right. You heard what the fuck I said. You're gonna pay for my fucking candy. All right, y'all.
Yeah, go
once
back
again,
into your IROC Z.
once again, it's the good, the bad, the game. We see you on the next one.
Take care, gents and ladies. Appreciate you.